Namo Amida Butsu. Hi, dear ones. Long time no. It's nice to be making a video. Um, First of all, I just want to clarify. So, I'm not an Orthodox Shin Buddhist or a Jodo Shinsu Shin Buddhist. And to those who are, go for it. You know, support you on your path, and I wish you well on your path. And I'm not, and so I'm happy to have respectful dialogues. But I've looked at that path, and I just can't do it. I wish I could. I wish I could be an Orthodox Jodo Shinsu Buddhist, but I can't. But I do continue to cultivate a relationship with Amida and practice Nembutsu. And what I want to share is, well, just what's really on my mind and heart is just the feeling of what a profound being Amida Buddha is. And what a radical claim is made that the workings of Amida Buddha will lead to the salvation of all beings. And, you know, part of why I can't be an Orthodox Shin Buddhist is there's just too much religion involved. And what I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean that there's too many things. And again, I just want to say what it's become. Like I think it would have been very different in the times of Honen or Shinrin. There's all these stories of Honen like talking to someone for 40 minutes and then like settling into Shinjin. It's become very academic, right? And very it's like orthodox and non-orthodox of like you got to believe these texts and not those texts, and you have to focus only on Amida Buddha and no one else. And certainly you can find traces of that back then. But regardless, what I really want to say is I'm just convinced that higher power, and some days for me that higher power is Dharmakaya. Some days for me that higher power is some notion of a non-personal God or energy field, maybe more like the Tao than the word God. Some days it is a little more theistic. And some days my higher power, my understanding of higher power is the Buddhas. Someday my notion of the higher power is the Buddhas and every awake being working together for the salvation of all beings. And the thing is like book knowledge is book knowledge. And I think ultimate reality is really beyond all those things. And the workings of the Buddha are really beyond all those things. I've been really influenced by the Lotus Sutra. I've been reading the Lotus Sutra and contemplating it. And so just the Shin Buddhism I've experienced today seems to kind of have two extremes. The one extreme is like Amitabha doesn't exist, just a metaphor. The Pure Land doesn't exist. Like it's all just a metaphor. There's not even, some such people, there's not even reincarnation or karma. Like the Pure Land is just peace in this life. Like that's one extreme. And the other extreme is like this hardcore orthodoxy of like only Amida Buddha, don't do any other practices, like only focus on this particular sutra, don't focus on any other Buddhas. Like it's hardcore orthodoxy. And I guess I just reject both extremes. or I have rejected both extremes, and now I just have, profound respect for Amida, and um, it's hard because it's scary, right? Because the orthodoxy offers you security, right? Like, follow this formula and you'll be fine. The other problem is that for me is the Orthodox Shin Buddhism is based, a lot of it's just based on Shinrin. Like, a lot of what Shinrin says contradicts other sutras and other Buddhist teachers. Like, sorry, that's just the way of it, and that it's okay to follow Shinrin. That's okay if you're drawn to that. But I can't. Like, I can't put a blind eye to the Lotus Sutra, and I can't put a blind eye to to other Buddhist teachers, and the fact that there are various Buddhist paths. And yeah, so I don't like to get into debates and arguments. I try and just share from my heart. But then there's the fear, like, oh, if I don't follow the orthodoxy path, then I'm not going to make it into the Pure Land. But that's what religion is, right? Like, that's fundamentalist religion. And we're talking about Amitabha Buddha, limitless compassion, limitless merit, right? And, the original Christian message was that everyone would be saved. And that very quickly got twisted into this thing of like, well, only those who follow this strict path will be saved. And I kind of see that happening today. Now Shin Buddhism is kind of going in these two directions of like, Amida isn't real, or follow our path exactly, or you won't make it into the Pure Land. And I just can't do either one. And again, I'm not trying to talk anyone out of who can follow Shinrin. It's just not me. And I know I'm not the only one who can feel this and who that just doesn't resonate. And for some people, it resonates, and great. And I wish I could change the title of this channel. It's currently called Shin Buddhism, but YouTube won't let me, so we're stuck with it. So I'm stuck with it. I would call it non-orthodox Shin Buddhism, or just deepening with Amitabha Buddha. So those are just some of my thoughts where I'm at, and love to hear your thoughts. And if you're into the Orthodox view, like, great, but this channel's maybe not for you. I kind of want to have this channel dedicated to those of us who can't follow the current presentation of Orthodox Shin Buddhism. So yeah, wish everyone a beautiful day, communing with Amida Buddha, trusting in, and Namo Amida Butsu. Take care, dear ones. Big love.